We're following right now at 5. A plane crashed right into the middle of a busy campground.
It all happened early this morning in Plymouth, and amazingly, the pilot, who was the only person on board, survived. Pinpoint News Tracker shows us where the plane crashed. Channel 3 New Haven Bureau Chief Matt McFarland was the first reporter on the scene and has the story.
Well, you can see the plane right behind me, and when you take into account just how close it came, narrowly missing a number of campsites and even the power for the campground, well, the fire chief says they are extremely lucky.
We heard a huge, like lightning striking a ton of trees, just crack. And I looked out my door and I saw the plane upside down.
Linda Jabron says that's when she rushed over to the mangled single-engine plane just a few hundred feet from her camper door.
Called 911, ran over, and thank God the girl was moving around in the plane, so she was okay, but we asked her to please stay still until ambulance got here.
Plymouth's fire chief says the call came in just before 11 this morning, a plane down in Gentiles campground. We're told that the town's canine officer, who happens to be a firefighter, was able to extricate the pilot, the only person on board.
She had a little bit of blood, but she was talking. You know, the last I knew, she was in X-ray.
According to the chief, the plane took off from New York with the thought it could have been trying to land at a nearby airport when it crashed, spilling 60 gallons of fuel.
We had a kind of a tough situation here for a minute. We had to get all the campers shut off, get all the outside grills shut off to limit any type of spark hazard. Very lucky. If you notice, there's heavy power lines behind me. If they'd have hit that, I think we would have had a different outcome, especially with the amount of fuel.
And while he says it could have been worse, he knows it all too well. That's because while he says the nearby privately owned airport hasn't been in operations for years,
sometimes we do get calls that they try to land here. So this is not uncommon here for us. We've had them right behind us, down in the Boy Scout camp. We've had several in the last 10 years, probably 5 planes go down here.
Something that's not lost on Linda.
I love this campground. It's just a little scary being next to the airport.
Once the plane is removed, we're told a contractor will come in to remove the contaminated soil from the fuel leak. As for the crash investigation, well, the FAA continues to be on scene. Reporting in Plymouth, Matt McFarland, Channel 3 Eyewitness News.